Offside Sports continues on Loft 100 Studios in Southern California, presented by Turtlebox Audio. You can find their incredible lineup of portable speakers, turtleboxaudio.com. And always thank you to Harry Arnett, Mark Wahlberg, and everybody at Municipal for being the official wardrobe sponsor of Offside Sports. Municipal, bet on yourself. Find them at municipal.com. And if you are a member of the Municipal family already, send us a pic or two of you in your Municipal gear. And we'll give you a shout out right here on Offside Sports. Send them to Sean Mercer, MERCER at SullyENTGroup.com. All right, Dave Palais taking shots at me there in the first segment, saying that my Raiders are not going to make the Super Bowl. And being completely transparent, I agree with him. There really is. It's a long shot for them to make Super Bowl just because of the AFC West in general. It is so good and it is so strong. And I think, listen, I will follow the Raiders wherever they go. If someone says, hey, they're moving to Bangladesh, I will become a huge fan of the Bangladesh Raiders. Boy, that's a lot on a T-shirt, but I will still be a fan of them in Bangladesh. Oakland to LA, LA back to Oakland, Oakland now to Las Vegas. That team belongs in Oakland. And I think, yeah, you got a brand new stadium. It's in Allegiant Stadium is beautiful. I've done a number of games there for Westwood One. That team should have stayed in Oakland. And I know, Dave, that we were talking before the show.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, moron, where were they going to play? You're right. Oakland could not get out of their own way.
Yeah.
They lost the Warriors. They also lost the Oakland A's, who are going to where? Vegas for Major League Baseball.
With a side trip to Sacramento,
to
for 5
well.
years.
I think that was a terrible relocation. I think the Chargers leaving San Diego for Los Angeles was horrible as well. And as we know, who did LA want, Allison?
The Raiders.
The Raiders, exactly.
Yes. Everybody but the Rams wanted the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, that's
exactly.
the thing.
That is
Stan
true.
Kroenke knew if the Raiders went in, they would have been the #1 brand.
Yes.
Stan
Without a
Kroenke
doubt.
did not want that competition.
Yeah.
100%.
You look at some of the relocations that have taken place. Like I think the Colts leaving Baltimore for Indianapolis. Did it work out? Yeah, you got a big beautiful stadium. You got your Super Bowl.
Yep.
It worked out for you. The Browns leaving Cleveland to become the Baltimore Ravens. Did it work out for you? Yeah, you got a couple of Super Bowls.
Yeah, you did.
It did. So I think there have been teams that have left. That the Houston Oilers becoming the Tennessee Titans. You got to a Super Bowl.
But then,
you lost
then
them.
Houston has a team still. You know what I mean? A lot of those cities
Got their teams
still
back.
have a team.
100%.
So it's when they move and now your city has nothing.
Right. And Dave, Oakland has nothing.
Okay,
They have nothing.
They have nothing. Let me tell you, Oakland is one of the worst cities in the United States. It is. I was there just a year ago. I went to one of the last Oakland A's games. I stayed in a hotel, no joke, on a Sunday, 1 mile from the stadium. And I said, I'm going to walk back to my hotel. And they said, you're going to get robbed. and I said, I'm a big guy. I go, I'm a big dude. My son's with me. He's bigger than me. We're going to be fine. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And everyone said, you're going to get robbed. And I said, I won't get robbed. And they said, they're going to take your phone and they're going to take your wallet, guaranteed. And how are you going to get on your plane to get back to where you want to be? And they said, you better Uber back. Everybody warned me. They said, this is a horrible neighborhood.
One of my sons lives on the Oakland-Berkeley border. And when he moved up there, first thing I got him was a club for his steering wheel of his car.
Yeah, when 1988. Where did you find that? So here's the deal. They had to leave Oakland. As you said, Mike, they couldn't keep 3 teams, okay?
Yeah.
But whereas the Raiders, as you said, you'd go all the way to Bangladesh or whatever to follow them.
Did you get robbed or not? Did you make it back?
I know, I had to Uber it. No, everyone told me you're insane. I got stopped 4 times. This is not a made-up story.
The Uber driver didn't rob you?
No, thank God. But when I got back to the hotel, I was hungry. I was going to go across the street to like a fast food place.
Uber.
And the people at the hotel said, do not cross the street. You're going to get robbed. And I'm like, oh no, what do we do? Anyway.
We'll starve.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
It was
I
a complete
interrupted.
mess.
Yeah.
Complete mess. So, and by the way, back in the day when I was in high school, I was a LA Raiders season ticket holder.
Yeah.
Like I was there for the Bo Jackson, Marcus Allen days. It was a great time. The Raiders are a national brand. The Raiders could go anywhere and they're going to be fine. And so, Mike, whether they're in Vegas or they're in Bangladesh, wherever, they're going to be fine. Teams like the Titans, they now are going to get their 2nd stadium. You're going to see a Super Bowl in Nashville soon. It was great that Houston, obviously got a new football team.
Yep.
The Chargers are never going to get a new football team, meaning San Diego. The Chargers aren't coming back here. Chargers are staying in L.A. Good for the Chargers, by the way. I know it's not popular in San Diego. They went home. They started in L.A. They went home. Homecomings are great. 1960. All right, it worked out.
Are you going to die on that hill?
One
They have
year.
5,000 fans a game at the Coliseum, but hey, they went
Forget
home.
those 55 years they played
But
in
I'll
San
say
Diego.
this.
God bless you, Sid Gilman.
Certain cities support teams, and San Diego doesn't support pro teams outside of the Padres and Petco Park because San Diego's lost 2 NBA teams. They lost the Rockets, they lost the Clippers, they lost the Chargers, almost lost the Padres twice.
Yeah.
And it is a city that has not supported pro teams to the point where you need big-time money to fill up those boxes.
It really is sad, and the reason that we bring up relocation and teams, doing what they're doing, and the Chargers actually are down in San Diego as we speak. They're holding practices at USD, the University of San Diego, and the crowds have been meh type of thing. But to me, it's like I still think, having worked in San Diego Sports Talk Radio, Dave, you did too, Allison, you did it. From the time they announced that they're moving to where they are now, this is not enough time for the wound to heal. I still think there is a lot of hate.
Oh, yeah.
I also still think there's a reason you don't see the Spanos family, who were all over La Jolla when they were living here. I don't think Dean Spanos has ventured north or south of Oceanside since they moved. And that, call it psychotic, what is fan short for? Fanatic.
Yep.
But it's like, dude, I wouldn't be caught dead in San Diego if I'm a member of the Spanos family.
Agree.
Well, and a lot of people say they would go back to being a fan of the team. The people that disavowed them the minute they left would
Sure.
go back if the Spanoses sold the team. Different owner, people would continue. Well,
I mean, sold the team and stayed in LA?
yes.
Oh, wow.
That a lot of fans would go back to supporting the team if they were under new ownership.
There's just been so many kind of FU moments since they moved. And I remember down in San Diego, for the longest time, what did the fans say? Make the baby blue jerseys your full-time uniform. They'd roll them out for throwback night and stuff. And what do as soon as they get to Los Angeles? Hey, check out our new baby blue jerseys that we're going to wear all the time now. The white helmet, and it's like, guys, read the room. I just, to me, it's
I
been,
appreciate a good troll. They've done a really good job.
man,
I mean, even this USD thing is a good troll.
But have they done a good job? I mean, they don't really have. If you watch any Charger game,
right,
in that's being played in Los Angeles, 75% are the visiting team fans.
And wait, sorry, Dave. In all fairness, it's that way in Las Vegas now with the Raiders.
Yes.
A lot of
their
opposing
destination
fans.
Anywhere that's in
Destination
destination
plays.
cities.
And in the middle of winter, if Cleveland's looking for a warm weather city,
Without a doubt.
yeah,
I mean, look.
or the Chiefs.
You know what Dean is saying, Dean Spanos? The money's still green. Doesn't matter who you root for. The money's green, and guess what? Our beautiful stadium is packed. We're doing fine.
It's not his stadium.
Well, guess what? I wish I could live somewhere for $1 a year. He lives somewhere for $1 a year. My mortgage is much more than $1 a year.
Okay, now this, we didn't say Chargers were any of the 4 teams that were not going to make it to the Super Bowl. They have the talent to get to the Super Bowl. They have a quarterback in Justin Herbert who I think this is a huge year for him because he's got to prove I can get over the hump and I can do something in the playoffs. But there are so many people out there who I think have a Dean Spanos voodoo doll in their freezer with pins stuck in it that, man, until
Does he have one?
Probably.
until they pull
How
that
about his
sucker out.
sister?
Yeah. Until they pull that thing out, I don't see the Chargers winning a Super Bowl. And you're starting to look at them in terms of like the Detroit Lions,
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland Browns. Who else was? I mean, it was Seattle for the longest time until they finally got over the hump. But do you believe that there are some organizations that are cursed or have cursed themselves as far as the football gods are concerned?
I think the sports gods are out there. I'm looking right at Allison. She roots for a Padre team on a regular basis that I think is in the same boat. I think there are certain cities and certain teams where like bad things happen.
Dave, amongst the other jobs that you have, aside from Offside Sports, you do a Chargers podcast, and it's a great podcast. What is the fan? I guess the fan give and take with you guys as far as, I mean, do you have a lot of San Diego fans?
We do. We have a lot of.
Or is it LA?
Both. We have a lot of San Diego, a lot of LA. What I've noticed a lot, and Mike and I covered the Chargers for a number of years. I did it for ESPN for 30 years, and you were a sideline reporter. What I've noticed is with Los Angeles sports is the old football fans are Rams fans. The young fans, meaning 20 to 40 years old, are Charger fans. And Justin Herbert has a lot to do with it, like you said.
Yeah.
Everybody associates themselves with the quarterback. And so how cool is it to go out and you get the number 10 jersey, go in the backyard, you're a kid, you're throwing the ball like Justin Herbert. We all love Phillip Rivers, but nobody said, hey, I'm Phillip Rivers, and you threw that funky throwing motion.
Sidearm.
There's nothing cool about it. He was effective, but it wasn't cool. Justin Herbert's cool.
Well, and if it's the young fans that are kind of gravitating towards the Chargers, then maybe the Spanoses, as you said, they're not only laughing all the way to the bank, they're laughing for being great trolls. All right, what some feared was going to become an issue is now rearing its head in a college football locker room because of NIL money, how it affected last season, and how the coach is dealing with it this season. That is next, right here on Offside Sports.